Welcome everyone to the Undercover Brony Reviews. The episode reviewed today will be She Talks to Angel, written by Nick Confalone.
All right, let's do this. Freaky Friday, motherfuckers.
That's shit, that is what this is, isn't it?
It's another.
Oh shit, that's
Friday.
exactly what this is.
Yeah.
Where have I?
I'm like the Crypt Keeper.
I was just thinking, now where have I seen this before? Oh yeah, this is an episode I told John before we went on. This was an episode I thought I'd love because it's Fluttershy, and Jesus, they haven't given this poor girl anything since like season 5. But I wound up liking it a lot. There was a lot of good. There was no real bad. I wasn't even really let down. It was all good, but it was only good, not like too great. No, it was solid. I'm just there's like I don't know if you feel like this, but this is how I felt watching the last few episodes. Because we're so close to the end, and the ending is technically 3 parts instead of just 2. There's like a certain feeling of unease and tension. It's not a feeling of like, oh man, I just want to get this over with. It's like, okay, where's the effed up S? You know what I mean? And
where's it going?
That and it's a bit of anxiousness because, oh hey, spoiler alert everybody, did you hear that the rest of the show got leaked in the Netherlands?
Yeah, and I ain't watching it. I want to watch this.
And those damn blackmailers must have burned down a television station thinking it was a church. Anyway.
By the way, I just noticed we're both wearing Star Wars shirts. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, but mine has Goku firing a Kamehameha at the Death Star beam.
Oh, that's awesome. Mine is literally where it says Flying Solo, and it's Han Solo and Chewie.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, speaking of Star Wars and speaking of leaks, how about those episode 9 leaks, baby?
Holy shit! Look at that Rey, dark side Rey. With the
Palpatine
Darth Maul lightsaber. Holy
it's gonna be. I don't love Star Wars any less, but I give so less of a shit compared to when Last Jedi and Force Awakens comes out. So I am just going into this with completely just ready to laugh my ass off at Kathleen Kelly, whatever her name is, absurdity.
Kathleen Kennedy, yeah.
Yeah,
I totally get you.
So she talks to Angel.
Okay.
So this is gonna surprise no one. The episode starts off with Angel being a little shit.
Pretty much.
You know how some things in fandoms and fan bases, they can get flandernized or blown out of proportion, or like there's like very specific TV tropes calls them fanon plots about certain things, like the way like say a ship gets together, or the way someone's portrayed, like Celestia. Like for a long time it was common fan thing that she's either secretly an evil asshole, or she's secretly like some kind of trickster deity a la frickin' Loki or Hermes. But whatever. And with an Angel, everyone always portrays Angel as being like, just this like rude piece of shit. But you know what? Angel is a rude piece of shit all the damn time. They've given him a couple cutesy moments in the last couple years, but we never really forgot his introduction in what was it? Wasn't it the episode with the Phoenix where he first showed up?
No, the first episode was actually episode 3, I believe, where he's tossing the salad, but we didn't really get to know him as a little shit until putting your hoof down with Iron Will.
That's correct. All right, so he's being a bastard. Oh, and we're at Fluttershy's animal reserve. I bet everyone forgot about that, didn't they? I know I actually kind of did.
Yeah, and what I love, the first words that come out of Fluttershy's mouth, she's listening to a snake, and the snake is like, she basically explains that Antoine the snake.
Antoine.
that Antoine the Snake thinks that what he eats is his business. The predators agree, and the prey are just like, what the fuck, dude? He wants to eat a baby fucking elephant.
Yeah, so we have an episode, right, that's really ostentatiously about pet and owner trying to reach an understanding after many years of miscommunications or whatever. But really, it actually unintentionally leans itself to opening up a dialogue about should carnivores be fucking carnivores or not? Because, Fluttershy and Angel are, trying to get all these meat eaters to adopt vegan regimens. And I thought to myself, you know what? There was everyone always talks about, not everyone, but a lot of people talk about moments where they're like, oh, I can't stand Fluttershy. I'm done with Fluttershy. Fluttershy's this, Fluttershy's that. I have never even considered abandoning her once until I saw that she has one of those really weird, almost like psycho vegan agendas where they're like, hey, look at these meat eaters here. Them motherfuckers need to eat some carrots.
You know what?
I'm like Fluttershy. It's I almost said paleontology. It's evolution. It's genetics. Bears need to have meat.
Honestly, I'm just thinking that I'm just going with the headcanon that Tree Hugger's rubbing off on her. Because Tree Hugger will be a total vegan / vegetarian.
All I know is that, and I really shouldn't have just glossed over what you said. Yeah, the subplot in this episode is a snake wanting to eat a baby.
Mm-hmm.
And he
a baby elephant, no less.
And he eats the baby. The Lion Guard on the Disney Channel burned someone alive, and Friendship is Magic just ate a baby. I mean,
wait, seriously, Lion Guard burned someone?
Well, the Lion Guard's in its last season, I guess, out of 3, and for some reason it got I guess the Lion King lends itself to being dark, but the cartoon, I guess, has been getting really dark. They dealt with a bad villain, and one of the villains got killed, but they got burned to death or something. And keep in mind, this airs on Disney Junior, so which airs on the same channel as what is it? I think it's Pinkalicious, Fancy Nancy, and Mickey's Road Racers.
And honestly, now I kind of want to watch that show because
Maybe
I've only heard of the. I've only seen the TV movie, and that was shit.
Yeah, it wasn't great. It wasn't good. Rob Lowe as Simba's not a good idea, and that's just one thing. But anyway, so back to the episode.
Gotta say,
yes,
Zecora is bringing this.
You want to talk about some Loki? You want to talk about some Loki bullshit? That was Zecora this episode.
Yeah, such a trickster. But she's bringing this salamander, or I think they call it a gecko, and the gecko is fucking adorable, by the way.
It was actually quite adorable.
It was coughing smoke. And so they were thinking that something was going on with his diet. So they're trying to figure out what's going on with him. And the veterinarian pony's coming along too. Which, in all honesty, if you look at when Fluttershy actually did her conservation efforts with the sanctuary, it was because the veterinarian was too filled up. So kind of nice callback there. But
yeah, I like that.
But they're her and Angel, Fluttershy and Angel keep arguing back and forth. And of course, Angel's being a little shit. He wants to go in and drink carrot extract. I'm sorry. First of all, what? And second of all, you little shit, you want Fluttershy to slave over a hot stove to get carrot juice. And she even says, it's in short supply. I'm not going to give it to you straight from the bottle. It's only for if you're super exhausted.
Remember that for later.
Yeah, it's important for later.
Or as my people say, is muy importante.
Muy importante. But they decide to finally go to Zakura. And they're arguing back and forth. And Zakura's like, drink this potion and you'll be able to understand each other, basically. So she's like, go home and drink it together and you'll be able to work this out.
Angel Bunny's like, fuck that. The animators don't want to spend the time and money rendering your house. We're going to do it right here in the street. How long has it been since we've seen Fluttershy's house? It's been a minute.
Yeah.
It's been a thick minute.
I love how Angel eventually just pulls out the 2 potions, drinks his, burps, and then hands it over to Fluttershy. It's like, well, you forced her hand, you little shit, but it works.
And so they switch bodies, right? And I gotta be honest, I was curious how they were gonna do it. I was like, okay, are they gonna do a thing where when Fluttershy's in Angel's body, like Angel will be able to talk, but Fluttershy won't be able to talk? Are they both gonna be able to talk? And what happens is, no. Angel's the only one that talks, and it's through Fluttershy's body. And meanwhile, Fluttershy has to.
Andrea Libman is doing a deep voice to represent Angel, and I gotta say,
can I just say that when I heard Andrea Libman's voice when she was speaking as Angel, I was kind of like, "Oh well, hello, ma'am."
I gotta say, my favorite lines from Angel here is where he goes to the flower stand and he's just like, "Roses are red, violets are blue. You sell flowers, and so do you." And then he goes over to a baby and goes, rubber baby buggy bumper. And just says that like 5 times in a row.
Rubber baby. Isn't that from a Schwarzenegger movie?
Kindergarten Cop, maybe?
Shut up! Okay, so
that was honestly the best thing that Schwarzenegger ever did. Just in terms of how he's just like so fed up and he's moving his head in such weird ways.
I know, that's a real actor right there.
Yeah.
So basically what happens next is, and by the way, hearing Angel talk through Fluttershy made me wish that we could understand him the whole time, because it's like he said some stuff that was pretty funny. He was like, because he went from being a dick, but with him talking, he became like a lovable dick almost. And I'm just like, dude, this guy's funny. So like the idea is that what you say, because they switch bodies, Angel as Fluttershy has to do what Fluttershy does, and it's all the chores in her animal reserve, and they're butting their heads about it, bunch of back and forth. And so the key here is that what's her name, Fluttershy's assistant gal, who I can't remember, did we see her prior
before the conservation episode, before Fluttershy? I think her first episode was way back in season 2 with Secret of My Excess, where she had a different voice actress, and she's just like, well, I'm flummoxed. It's like, if you gave me a cat, I could diagnose him in seconds. Snake even faster, but I can't figure out what's going on with Spike.
Really? That was her?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Okay, so like...
Yes, I have an ungodly amount of knowledge about this show, and honestly, it scares me.
Okay, either honestly you just have that good a memory, or B, you watch this show all day, which I know isn't the truth because I know your schedule, and I'm surprised you barely have enough room to take a crap, let alone watch a 22-minute television show.
My wife watches a lot of the show. She rewatches a bunch of episodes, so she kind of keeps me in the loop.
There's a lot of good episodes to watch. Okay, so like, what happens is Angel is like, bro, why do you have to do... Oh, by the way, I forget what it is, but I just need to say, Angel and Fluttershy's body makes an offhand comment that, like, Fluttershy wants to marry Discord. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yes! It's like, hello, I'm Fluttershy. I'm very shy. I want to marry Discord. I'm like, I had to pause and go back and listen to it again, and I'm just like...
You know, I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm being dead ass, my boy. I ship Flutterdash more than any ship in this show. But you know what? Over the years, Fluttercord actually kind of grew on me. It went from being like, whatever, to okay, to like, you know what?
Especially
Why
with
not?
Discord and Harmony,
Oh,
where she has
dude.
to basically be Discord for Discord.
Oh, dude, yeah, and DWK doesn't help either, especially when he did that episode. But yeah, no, that was yeah, no. Slowly over the years, I'm just like, you know what? Why not? I don't know if I'll like ever read a fanfic for him. I mean, I definitely wouldn't write one, but you know, whatever. It's fun. It's cute, even though he's like 40 million years old, and his voice actor's like 50. And Andrea Lemon, there's no way she's anywhere near 40. I think. I hope so.
Let me look it up on IMDb.
Okay, so Angel, the gimmick here is that Angel is trying to rush through Fluttershy's chores, which they're not just like, you know, normal chores like, you know, mop a floor, sweep the lobby or whatever. She's got to like massage a giraffe. She's got to try to talk to the snake, because earlier she'd convinced him to like eat these weird vegan cookies instead or whatever.
Yeah,
So there's
yeah.
that. And all the stuff. He's rushing through it. Meanwhile, Fluttershy is freaking out because she's trying to go into the woods to find Zecora, and she's going like 1,000,000 miles per hour. And it was kind of neat because of the fact the show brings up the idea and calls into attention that Fluttershy does so much that the tiny body of Angel Bunny cannot handle a normal Fluttershy day. And I'm like, huh, man, way to bury Angel, goddamn.
Yeah,
So
she Fluttershy in Angel's body, which by the way, Andrea Lemon is only 35. So you were correct. She's nowhere near 40 yet.
well,
Well,
close.
she's getting there. But I love how the perspective, you know how like with like Honey I Shrunk the Kids that they have the different perspective with everything being big. It was sort of like that here, but it was less of the perspective shift and more of the fact that she's in a bunny body that's making it so difficult. You know what I mean? I thought that was really interesting that it was kind of using that cliche, but not at the same time. Um, she's trying to climb over these mushrooms and this log, almost gets eaten by an eagle, runs into Twilight and Spike, and they don't even know what's going on. And Twilight's just like, well, if you need to, I need, like, I don't know what you're talking about. And she's like, Spike, do you know anything? Yeah, I've been the best at charades, but I don't understand this fucker. And she's like, well, you should probably go find Fluttershy. She can help. Of course, not knowing what the hell's going on.
I thought that was really funny because all of a sudden I'm just like, oh fuck, there's Twilight and Spike, and then 2 seconds later I'm like, oh fuck, there goes Twilight and Spike.
Yep.
I thought that was really funny. It was a neat subversion of expectations or whatever big adjectives that movie critics get like 500,000 views on YouTube critiquing DC movies use. So what goes next is jumping ahead like only a few minutes. So the snake eats the baby elephant.
Uh-huh.
And it's funny because my
And
dad walked in when I was watching.
The elephant also sucked in the keys to the
Yeah.
storeroom as well.
Yeah, that when the snake was proceeding to consume the elephant, my dad had walked in and he was gonna make his normal like pony jokes, but then he's like, "Is that a snake?" I'm like, "Yeah, just shut the door." the old man hates snakes, so basically, they find Zecora and they do this. So the snake has eaten the elephant, and they kind of like You guys ever see that Bond movie Goldeneye? You know that one crazy chick that like Bond kills by like they hook her up to a plane or something and she like slams against a tree, I think.
Mm-hmm.
That's essentially what they do to the snake, but the snake squeezes out the elephant from its throat, and I'm like, what the fuck? No, one of those two are dead right now.
Yeah, and by the way,
Somehow.
the reason that Angel needs to get into the storeroom, and it's locked, of course, because of the keys, but Fluttershy and Angel's body gets back to the sanctuary and is dead, almost like collapsed, basically. And so, remembering from earlier that the carrot extract would help, Angel in Fluttershy's body does a really awesome speech. It's like, I'm in her body, she's in my body, we need to save her. If you can't do it for me, at least do it for her. And I'm like, damn, you're actually being selfless. That's a first. And so they do the whole thing of using the tree, like they bring down a they bring down like a leash from the wolf, and
Yeah.
they hook that around the tail of the snake, so they're able to get the elephant out and everything. They're able to get the extract. And one thing before this whole thing that I love though is the fact that when Fluttershy finally gets to Zecora already kind of knows what's going on.
Yeah.
And so she's like, I can't understand you, but I know what's going on. And I'm just like, she brought the lesson in a way that I'm just like, holy shit. Fluttershy needed to hear that, but so did Angel.
Yeah.
You know, it's something both of them needed to learn, not just one. And it was really, really well thought out.
Yeah, I thought it was especially poignant. And Angel's reactions kind of in Fluttershy's body kind of really sold it. Jumping ahead, but just to jump back real quick, there's a part where Fluttershy is collapsed, you know, as in Angel's body, and like there's twice when Angel gets this like super worried, concerned look like on his face as Fluttershy when he's like looking down at her and she's like passed out. You know, eyes go all big. He like puffs out his lower lip and shit. He's like this. He's like, it's like he's like, Mama. I'm like, that's fucking funny.
Yeah.
It's funny. It's cute. A teeny bit sad, but I'm like, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. So they spit out the baby elephant. They switch bodies. No, I'm sorry. Before that, there was another funny line where the carrot tonic stuff makes Fluttershy as Angel feel better, and Angel as Fluttershy says something like he hugs Fluttershy as Angel, and he's like something like, "Oh, there you are, you bunny who's a pony who's a bunny."
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, huh? But that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
And then the episode ends. Turns out it was all a tale that Angel told at therapy, I guess, or I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, he's wanting to help.
Meat Eaters Anonymous.
He's wanting to use Fluttershy as his translator to kind of help talk to the other animals. And I have to say, one other funny exchange is when Zecora comes back for the gecko, and it wasn't a gecko, it was a fire lizard, but they come with smoke before they start breathing fire. So that's why it was a little strange. And I love how the veterinarian pony goes up to Zecora and is just like, don't ever do that again.
Man. And that's essentially the episode. Yeah, I liked it. What would you rank it?
This may come as a surprise to you, but I rank it at a 9.5. This was a really, really fun episode. It had some really good comedy. It actually made Angel interesting for once instead of being an annoying little shit. And overall, it was a fun little episode. Not quite to a 10, but it got really, really close to it.
Yeah, I didn't 9.5. That's how, I was gonna give it like an 8.75 because I thought it was good, but it never like broke any like great threshold for me. But I thought it was close to getting great, but it never like quite got there. So that's why I can't really give it above a 9 wholeheartedly. But like it's definitely not less than an 8. So I think that's fair for me.
Okay, makes sense. I
Next
think that's good.
next week's episode is I don't remember the name, but it's the Sparity episode.
Yes, I cannot wait. I've been seriously. One of my friends keeps talking about the fact that it's Sparity, and I did find out. Let me open up the messenger thing I had with him because I think
Please.
it's very poignant for what's going on. Let's see. Here we go. Um, okay. I said, by the way, it's been really hard for me to avoid spoilers about that supposed Sparity episode that you keep alluding to. I haven't seen it yet, and I don't want to see it until it actually airs. And he's like, it's awesome. That's all I'm going to say. And I said, okay. If they actually get together, I'll ship bricks, lol. And he's like, well, they don't in that episode, but the ship is still strongly into that. And I'm like, you know what? With it being strongly into that, I'm okay with that. I'm good with that. That's all right by me.
Yeah, meanwhile Apple Spike is a dead meme, so I'll just sit here and cry.
Well, I keep seeing those screenshots of um, Spike biting a cherry from Gabby.
What?
Yeah, yeah. There's a screenshot of Spike biting a cherry that is being held by Gabby. And then
You
there's
telling me after all these years and all these other fillies and mares, they pair him up with Gabby?
and what's even funnier, there's a picture where that's the top picture, and the bottom picture is from that dude who does the um the artwork for The Adventures of a Young Queen on Derpy Buru, and it's a picture of her holding out an egg and talking about how her and Spike fucked to Twilight. And I think I sent that picture to you, and you're just like, well, it looks like he popped your cherry.
Whatever. The point is, it's not Rarity or Applejack. It's none of the CMC. It's not even Smolder. They throw him with Gabby. Okay, whatever. I don't. It's too. I'm too. The show's too old for me to care about ships anymore. Okay.
Yep. So, with that out of the way, that's it from me, John.
That's it for me, Snakeskin.
We'll talk to you guys later. Peace out, Dragon.
Adios.